Shalom Yisrael. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rucha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Ofle Akim that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity, along with the Israelite foreigner brothers that elate the heathens. But the line on the false side goes back to the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this is Brother Yakar Amah from the branch of Great Millstone, LA. Back to you with another lesson. And this lesson will be entitled An Example of You Reap What You Sow. Because I was reading Judges, the first chapter, and this chapter, it just goes into how Yahweh Shimon Shai was with our forefathers, during the conquest of entering into the land of Canaan, which later became the land of Israel, and I just wanted to go into account in this account that hey, you definitely reap what you sow, and I'm gonna start with Judges, chapter 1, verse 1 through 7. The point is in verse 7. But I'm just going to read from the top just to build up the vibration. But this is Judges 1:1. It says, now after the death of Joshua, because Joshua, he was a successor of Moses. He was a righteous man of Yahweh Shimon Shai, man of the Lord, an Ephraimite. And he was a successor of Moses that led the Israelites into the land of Canaan. It says, now after the death of Joshua, it came to pass that the children of Israel asked the Lord Yahweh, saying, who shall go up for us against the Canaanites first to fight against them? And the Lord Yahweh said, Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land to his hand. And Judah said unto Simeon his brother, come up with me into my lot, that we may fight against the Canaanites. And I likewise will go with thee into thy lot. So Simeon went with him. Because when you read a biblical map, when you go into the history, Judah and Simeon occupy the same territory of land. Because Judah land was so big that Simeon ended up dwelling amongst the Judites. So let's continue. It says, verse 4 says, and Judah went up, and the Lord Yahweh delivered the Canaanites and the Perizzites into their hand. And they slew of them in Bezek 10,000 men. And remember, these are all Hamite nations, the real Africans, that our forefathers in the ancient world was fighting against. It says, and they found Adonai Bezek and Bezek, and they fought against him, and they slew the Canaanites and the Perizzites. But Adonai Bezek fled, and they pursued after him, and caught him, and cut off his thumbs and his great toes. So his great toes meaning his big toes on his feet. And Adonai Bezek, he was a Canaanite king. His Hebrew name is Adoniah Bazak, which means my Lord is Bezek, king of the Canaanite city of Bezek, killed by Israelites. And we're going to later go into, when you read the next verse, verse 7, and Adonai Bezek said 70 kings, so which is 70 kings. A score is 20, and 3 will make it 60, and plus the 10. It says, having their thumbs and their great toes cut off, gather their meat under my table, as I have done, so Yahweh have requited me. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and there he died, man. So this is just an example of you reap what you sow. Here it is. This Canaanite king, Adonai Bezek, he had these 70 kings. He had their thumbs and their great toes cut off. And the same thing happened to him by the Israelites, our forefathers. So this was judgment of Yahweh Shimon Shai, man. This is an example of you reap what you sow. And when you go into another translation, Let's read NIV version. It says, then Adonai Bezek said, 70 kings with their thumbs and big toes cut off had picked up scraps under my table. Now Yahweh has paid me back for what I did to them. They brought him to Jerusalem and he died there, man. So that's right. So you reap what you sow, man. And that was a form of mockery from Yahweh Bashem Shai by that judgment being placed upon Adonai Bezek. And when you go to Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7, and it reads, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Yeah, so, whatever you sow, whatever energy you put out, it's going to come back to you. So if you're a wicked individual, you were scamming people, you robbing people, you murdering people, guess what? That same energy is going to come back to you, which is judgment from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai. But if you are righteous, with balance, if you are righteous, you're in the truth, you doing the works of Yahweh Bashem Shai, pushing the videos, going on the highways and byways. And if you're a part of the elect, what will you reap? Salvation, Lord willing. Having a hedge of protection in times of Jacob's trouble. So that's what we want, So whatever energy you put out is going to come back to you, and that account was a perfect example of that, man. And when you go to Job 4:8, it reads, even as I have seen that they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. See, that's right. So, we know definitely Esau, the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, they gonna drink of that cup from Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. They gonna go into slavery, because they had touched the apple of the Most High eye, man. His people, his beloved people, the Israelites, had us in captivity, treating us wrong and defaming us, having us, him promoting propaganda on the media to portray us Israelites to be a negative and wicked people, So he's gonna receive that judgment, man. Because as it says, 2 Thessalonians 1:6. It reads, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense, which recompense means to pay back. Excuse me. Which recompense means to pay back. Tribulation to them not trouble you. So, it's a righteous thing with Yahweh Bashem Shai to pay back all what Esau done to us. And not only Esau, all these heathen nations. All these heathen nations have been allied with Esau, joining hand in hand with the wicked to have us Israelites down in a lower state. So, they're going to receive their judgment as well, but it begins with Esau because he's in power right now. This is his kingdom. He's in rulership. And our last verse, Revelation 13:10, and it reads, he that leads to captivity shall go into captivity. Didn't Esau have us in captivity? Didn't he put us in chains and shackles, and slave boats and during transatlantic slave trades, even though we're not in that harsh of captivity right now, but we're still captives, through documentation, through paperwork, adhesion contracts, the fact that we got identification, a social security card number, a birth certificate, those are all signs that we're slaves, Social security card got numbers. Esau, that proves that these elites, they look at us as cattle, as numbers. Just as you would do with actual cattle in their, warehouse and stuff. You would number your cattle, So that's how these Edomites look at us. But continuing on, he that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. So they let us in captivity and they don't go into captivity. He He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. So they killed our forefather with the sword. They're still doing it now, and they're gonna be killed with the sword in righteousness in the kingdom when we get when us Israelites get that power, man. Begin on with Yahweh Shai. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, so we got to be patient on waiting for the Lord to rise up to the prey, man. So yeah, I just want to make a quick lesson on that. An example of you reap what you sow. Lord willing, I was edified. And until next time, Shalom.